Good morning, everyone.
How you doing?
We are back at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, watching the 580 and under Fargo rated tournament. It's 62 players start. 32 players came back today. Actually, it might have been less than 32. 16 on the A side.
24, I think you.
24,
yeah.
right. Yeah. So they're playing the 8 matches on the A side, and then there would be the players on the B side coming in around noon. This is Peter Mason we have at the table right now. He'd be one of the favorites in this tournament. Good player, lots of experience. You'll notice how he won't have any trouble reaching this 14 if he chooses to shoot it.
Yeah, his head's above the light.
He's
about 6'4".
He's got that advantage on a lot of players.
Morning, Jim, Curtis. Now that we got our comments up, Derek and Barry. Carla, good morning.
Peter could probably get his hand on the other side of the 6-1.
Yeah.
If he wanted to.
Have to duck under the light, though.
He'll have to duck, yeah. I think he'll probably just shoot the 12 ball here. So he could shoot the 12 and play down for the 9 ball. With the 15 over the side, this is pretty routine anyway.
He's got a pretty good layout there.
And the 13,
it goes
positive. It goes in the top right. And we might be able to see a little better from our side angle on our
let's get it aimed down that
other
way.
Camera. We are following the chat on the YouTube and the Facebook, guys, if you're...
So chat away, keep us busy answering questions.
Yeah.
Helps us out.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
And there's that view on the side. That 13 will go.
Yeah, you can tell a little better from that angle. There's a little separation between that and the 7, so there's room there. I think that's the ball he'll play next. He could play the 10 next, if he so chooses. Play the 10 on the opposite side. He's given this one the long thought, which is a sign that he came to play this morning.
There's a tight end look at that. It will go to either pocket, I believe.
They had some payouts up this morning. I believe first place, $985. Pretty good payday for 2 days' work.
You're not going to win it for once.
I'm not allowed to win it, no. Somebody else will be the lucky one. So this is good. He should be able to, I think, sort of draw into the 4 to hold the cue ball here. He might be able to just hit it slow and sort of stun over, but...
Would you ever go down for one of the top rail there?
You could slip down for the 14 next. Yeah. I kind of like using the 14 to get on the 8 ball, though. Yeah, he sort of tried to use the 4 there, but he didn't need it. He held that nice.
Although he's over top of the 4 a little bit now, but he should be good.
Yeah, I think
there's enough space in between there.
And I think he's got just enough room to cue beside it. We'll see if he plays a stop shot or if he rolls through and tries to pick that window that he looked at. I don't like that.
No, I'd stop because you're...
Just stop and take the extra angle.
Yeah.
He's going to roll it, so he's got to control this well. Yeah, now he's looking at the stop. This is the safer play.
Yeah, because he's going for that window. You got about 10 inches. You got to stop that ball to...
Yeah, not a lot of room for error in that window. Well, looks like lots of viewers. Thanksgiving Sunday.
Yeah, everybody share away.
Yeah, click that share button for us, guys.
Got to get our YouTube guys up there. They're sleeping in this morning. There's only 4 of you watching.
He did pick the window, and it looks like he got it. He hit it well. Now he just needs to avoid the 4 ball. Shouldn't be a problem. So I think you play this with just that touch of outside, mostly top. Just a touch of right spin. You could play it with inside, go 2 rails, but that
four
brings
balls
the
in the
4
way.
into play. Now he's going to have to jump it. Although it is only about half of the ball, so it's makeable. I didn't like the 2-rail path there. He plays 2-rail to get a little closer to the 8, but I don't think he needed to be closer to the 8. Yeah, he's looking at maybe the masse, but I think the jump is there. It's not easy, but it's makeable. And the pocket plays pretty big from that angle. If you hit it full, it's got a chance. That's never a good sign when you got to pull out your jump cue in the first rack.
I don't know why I see everybody keeps it in their case, and a lot of guys will hit the jump shot, break it back down, put it in your case. I just leave. Well, I use the thumper now, but when I had
now
the
it's
separate,
always out. Yeah,
I used to bring it out, whether I used it or not. At least it's there, and I'm not having to take my time, go over and put it together.
I used to bring it out before the thumper one, and before I had the 3-piece break jump. I would bring it out if I was playing 9-ball or 10-ball. If I was playing 8-ball, I would just pray that I never had to use it.
Yeah.
And usually you wouldn't, but 9-ball, 10-ball, guarantee within 3 or 4 racks I'm going to be using it.
Yeah.
If the opponent is
on my league night, I just,
playing
while I'm
safe.
putting everything together, I used to put it together just in case. And I mean, 90% of the time I didn't need it. But
oh, no, he touched it. Oh, he touched it. Oops. Morning jitters, maybe. First game morning jitters.
Yep.
This is a dream for Greg here. Ball in hand, backdoor, start your day.
And nothing in the way.
He's rocking a pretty nice jam-up shirt there, too. I don't know if you can quite see it on the screen, but you might see it as he bends over there. A little jam-up on the sleeve there.
I guess these overlapped a little bit. Otherwise, I'd be taking with a 4, I think, to start. But
I like shooting this, then the 4.
Yeah. Well, they're overlapped.
Just because that overlap a little, Or you can go this way, too, the 6 and then the 4. But I sort of like leaving the 6 there.
Yeah, just because
it's just a ball you can always get on.
Yeah, because where I was sitting, it went to any of these pockets down at the bottom, or
it goes to all 6 pockets from just about anywhere, too. Oh, yeah.
He's off angle on it.
He's going to be fighting it now because now he needs to play the 7-5 and get a good angle on the 3 to get to the 4. And the 4 is not a bad out ball for the 8. Well, he could slide up and play the 4 next if he really likes it, but I like the 3, then the 4. Many, many ways to get out here from ball in hand and nothing in your way.
Or try to run into it off the rail here.
Yeah, that would be...
snooker shot.
That would be brave. Brave and unnecessary. This is good. This is perfect angle because now it's natural. You just pot it. As long as you don't put inside spin on this, being right spin.
Or any draw.
Or draw, so you just hit it with middle ball or with top and away you go. And you don't have to worry about anything but pot the 3. The angle's so natural here. You did well to get a good angle there.
Nope.
No, thick. You hit it thick.
Valley table, he's all good.
Oh, yeah, it's certainly in on a valley. So we'll see the first game go to Peter.
He's coming close to that cue ball. The way he cues like that as a warm-up, he's just...
And he's always been one of those kind of players. That certain guys, they're like that. They like to cue really close. They actually recommend cueing close, but maybe not too much.
Touched it a couple times, and that ticked me off so much. I'm like,
now you cue farther away,
yeah. We got our Jacoby Black up there. That's what both Ben Grant and I play with. Amazing shaft. And again, you acclimated to it right away for the most part. So did I.
It didn't take much adjustment. Beautiful hitting shaft, that is.
Oh, and it's the bonus is all the power goes into that cue ball. You don't have to stroke as hard, hit as hard.
Oh, it's similar
nice, smooth,
similar to like golf clubs, right?
Yeah.
And then, now people are driving 300 yards, but they wouldn't have been able to do that with a hickory club.
The old, yeah.
So it's the same with cues and with shafts. They're trying to make it so you can...
Yeah, you can stick that shaft on pretty much any butt. The performance ends all that shaft.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Look at Ben. He's got his on an old Dale Perry falling apart.
Steel pin.
Yeah.
That's a nice cue.
Yeah. Before they were selling on eBay.
I know. Yeah, that was long before. This is one of the nicer ones.
Well, his son took everything over now, and it's just mass produced.
It's mass produced, yeah. I got lucky to get one of the...
I had one of his
ones.
customs, one of one, but trying to sell it, they're like, no, you're asking too much. I'm like, no, this is one's way back when he was doing them.
Yeah. I paid $300 for it with 2 shafts, so the price was right.
Oh, yeah.
The shafts were worth $300. They were $200 shafts. Looks like a second ball break there, but he mishit it a bit. He did mishit it a little.
He got lucky. Last ball rolling into the corner.
And that ball barely trickled in. I thought it was
going to hang up too, but it just dropped.
Yeah, where it hit on the rail, I thought it's staying up for sure.
Perfect pocket weight.
Low ball doesn't look too bad here.
Oh, you start with the 2 into this bottom left.
I actually like saving the 2 to get on the 6. So I might shoot the 4 first, this hanger, which is rare that I shoot the hanger first, but...
No, I'd try to play for the 6 right off of this 2 to start.
Yeah.
Then work your way up this way.
And that's an even better idea. I thought he had too much angle to do that.
Oh,
but
I think you can stun it over.
Yeah, it looks like he can control this. He's going to have a thin shot on the 2, but the 4 over the hole, you don't have to do much, but pot the 6. Now he rolled too far forward. But he's going to save that for later. I don't like that.
Now he doesn't have nothing to get down there.
The 6 to the 8 is nearly impossible. So you have to start thinking, when you shoot the 6, what ball are you getting on? So he has to shoot it next. After this 3 ball, he has to shoot the 6. You can't wait till later on this one.
Again, makes it easy with a hanger there, but that 1 ball might be the tricky one to shape. You might have to touch that out while you're going for the other ones. They're all
looks like
overlapped.
He's playing the 4 now. He's got to be careful how long he leaves that 6 ball there for.
I would have played the combo on that when he was going for that.
The 5, and then you you clear the pocket for the 1.
Yeah.
So if he plays to the 6 ball now, then he'll shoot the 5 after the 6, and how do you get on the 1?
Yeah,
you have to go 3 rails, miss the 8, miss everything. This is going to be a little bit tricky.
He didn't get there either.
He tried to juice it a little. The bonus is now he's got 2 balls over pockets, and Peter's got 3 balls that are in bad spots. So Peter will have to come with a wizard out here. Could shoot the 10 first, but I think you're rubbing the 13, so the shape is questionable. You might be able to play it with a hair of inside and get on the 12 next. That might be able to develop the 15-9, which is on that top right.
I don't mind hitting that 13 because you might bump a ball blocking that corner pocket too for the 6. Something else in the way.
Yeah, it's going to naturally go over there. Depends how hard he hits it. Looks like he's hitting it low too, so going to drag it over there. That ball's in a great spot for him now.
Yeah.
So now he needs to make a plan for the 14, which is this ball near the bottom half by the 1. Need to make a plan now for that ball.
That 9 goes by the 6, but
might shoot it now. With the inside spin, you can bump the 15 now.
I was looking at that for his first shot when he got to the table. He had almost the same angle to play it inside. But then you miss that and open it up wide open.
I think the shot I play here is actually cut the 12 in with low left.
Come around for the 14.
I'm going 3 rails and just going towards that 14. And it's hard to control getting that ball out, so you kind of have to just slash into it.
Yeah, well, as long as you don't get pinned behind a ball up here, you got the 9 or the, what are you calling safe right now?
This can work too. He's going to roll into the 12, try to cover behind the 13. The problem is there's a hanger over here where he's standing.
Yeah.
So even if you do...
See, I don't mind.
Oh, he's just
doing
plugging.
that. I was going to say plug it up. Now
Leave
he's got
him.
a combo.
And leave him the hanger, yeah.
And he's got breakout balls down there.
Yeah, he took control there. That was a smart shot.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little quiet in YouTube and Facebook chat land today.
Yeah, keep sharing, guys. Where's everybody watching from? How's that?
Yeah, that'll get them chatting.
See Rachel Nadeau's on. She's streaming. She was streaming yesterday through her Railbird.
Railbirds, yeah.
Steven and those guys down there playing.
Sorry you had to watch that, Rachel.
Yeah.
Kid's a machine. I imagine everyone will say they're watching from their kitchen while they're prepping their turkey or something, you know.
Yeah. I haven't had one yet watching in the bathroom on the phone.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully we don't ever have that, but I'm sure it happens. So Greg's in a little bit of a tough spot here. I'm not so sure I would have made the 7 if I was him.
No.
I think he had to leave that 7 ball there, but he's in a weird spot. Let's call him safe. So
coming off the bottom rail, into it, back up into it. Yeah, that's the only thing. He couldn't spin it enough. But
that's not bad. He got behind the 8. All he's left is the 14.
Yeah, I banked that out.
That's
just into the open and leave it.
Going to leave it in the open. Well, he could play a good safe here. He could leave the 14 where it is and cover the 1-5. 15 covers the 6.
Yeah.
But the problem is then you're leaving the 14 there. You're not solving the problem.
With these ones overlapped here, I'm putting my 14 into the middle of the table.
Yeah, just bank it out. I think he knows the shot. He's just looking where he wants to send the cue ball down.
He's calling
over
it
there.
This way you end up breaking out. Good chance.
No, I think he's hitting it thin enough he won't go into the 1. He's got to watch he doesn't lose the cue ball here.
Watch the corner pocket.
Well, he'll play it with running sidings. I think he'll miss the corner too, but don't break that stuff out though. Okay. It's not bad.
But now he's got that 9 overlapped where that combo was playable before.
Yeah.
I don't think he looked at that, but the combo was makeable from almost anywhere on the table.
I feel like you could have played maybe a bit more of a controlled cue ball there, but still not a bad result. If Greg can play a good safe here, though, he can retake control, maybe kick into the 5.
So he ought to played off the left side of that ball with some left spin and put the cue ball back down there and the 14 out in the open.
I don't think he can kick into the 5 on second glance. He doesn't have that window. But he can just chip into this and try to leave him long. Use the 8 for cover. It's not a bad result either.
No, but I think he's going to end up in jail. Well, no, he's got his other ball down there he can touch, but
I think we'll see Peter shoot into the 14, try to hide behind the 13. I think you're right. I think he's going to be in jail.
Well,
what kind of chalk do I use for my carbon fiber and tip? Wayne wants to know on YouTube. Finally, somebody with a question, a comment.
You use just the master chalk,
no,
don't you?
I like Blue Diamond.
Blue Diamond, and I got Predator.
I like Blue Diamond because it's very similar to Master, but I tend to not lose it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to talk to Nick about the Cyborg. He got a bunch of that chalk in. I don't know how that is.
He had it yesterday, yeah. I'm sure he'll be by again today. So here we go. A little right spin. This very touchy shot. It's hard to get this right.
I put just straight right siding on it.
Yeah, you have to hit it slow with right siding.
Hit about a third of the ball.
That's pretty much exactly what he did.
Yeah.
And he got a good result.
That's right on the rail. I mean, you can see his 6 ball there, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't think there's any use in hitting that 6, even though he can see it. Possible he goes to the jump here to make the 5. And then maybe just try to get an angle to cut the 6 later on.
Yeah.
He is reaching for the short cue.
This would be almost one of those full cue jumps with a thumper.
Yeah, you could full cue this with the thumper for sure.
Well, I went and took the weight bolt I had in it. Mine's back to the 17.5. Man, does that jump full cue with that lighter weight. And my brake's been better, even with that 1 ounce out. But
yeah.
I'm not trying to crush them either, but just trying to control that cue ball.
So we'll see him call the 5 here. Should be able to full hand this one. You don't have to dart this one. So you should be able to get some good control out of the cue ball too. But just watch it doesn't swerve, because I think he will play it with a little siding, so you got to watch it doesn't masse while it's heading towards the 5. Bit of a, oh no, he is going to dart it.
A lot of guys aren't comfortable doing it the full.
This is a little harder to control for sure, and he's using a lot of his forearm.
Looks like he's
here.
aiming at the 8 ball.
He was using a lot of his forearm there. You got to just use your wrist on that shot.
But he was lined up on that 8 right from the start.
Yeah, it's much harder to aim like that.
The only time I dart is if I just need to hit the ball most of the time. You're stuck that close.
Yeah, I dart if it's close to the object ball that I'm jumping over. Then you have to dart to get the right pop, but it's in your wrist. None of it is in your arm.
No, and when you're darting, it's just it's like throwing a dart at a dartboard. It's your wrist.
Just
and fingers,
purely your wrist, yeah.
Lock your elbow down.
But I think everyone should learn how to full hand jump too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like a jacked up shot. It's like you're shooting over a ball. Same kind of theory. Should be able to keep it pretty straight.
You tell real quick if you're not, because you're going to get that right or left side spin on it, and it's going to spin away, and that's where you miss.
Exactly. That's what I like about the thumper. I never get that siding.
Yep.
It's almost hard to intentionally get the siding. Forget about unintentionally. So it always goes straight. I find with a lot of other jump cues, you get that masse a lot.
Well, that's all in that tip design too that he's got. And he's found the right combination. That man, does that thing work?
Oh yeah. So I'm not sure if this is the correct opening shot, but he's going to play this in the corner.
No.
Yeah, that was risky. I didn't like that. I didn't like that option.
That 6 still goes by, so.
It does, yeah. Getting shape on it is not easy, though.
No, he's going to have to roll this and hope he doesn't end up behind the 8.
Well, and the problem is you're hampered a little bit by the 9, so it's much harder to get siding. You're going to end up sort of masseing this, trying to get the inside English. Because you can't play this with outside. That 8 ball is way too big.
See, I think I just slow roll this and straight top, because I think you can come inside that 8, but then you're going to watch.
Yeah, you have to just slow roll it. Maybe with just top or with that hair of inside to try to hold it a bit, but top's probably the safer play. He's playing that hair of inside here.
Too hard.
Oh, that's not bad. The inside took.
I was going to say he's going to
well.
end up behind that 8. That worked. Yeah.
Yeah, if he hit it at that speed without the inside,
Yeah.
then he's definitely behind the 8. He did well there. He's got to play one more good shot, though. Getting to the 8 here is not ideal. Might have to punch this with a little back and forth juice. A little low right, English. He played it with inside top. I don't know if I like it, but he's got a shot here.
I don't know if he'd really gone for inside top and harder. You think he could have gone the 3 rails and out, but he just hit that.
He decelerated,
Yeah.
and that's why he didn't get the proper speed from the stroke. Common error in all levels of pool is the decelerated stroke.
Yeah, I tend to get that the odd time when I'm trying to shoot real close to another ball and just tap it and going so slow that ends up hitting nothing.
Oh, he's back cutting it the opposite way. I think he thought the scratch was natural going to the opposite corner, but
another chance for Peter here to get.
Should be a 2-0 lead for Peter here. Nothing in the way. 2 balls over pockets is always nice as well. And this is a race to 5. We're still on the winner's side until this round of matches is done. Then we'll have a round of the loser's bracket. I believe the losers of these matches will be up again right away. Winners will have a bit of a wait. Oh, he wanted to hit the 15. Now he's got a thin 14 or a combination.
I'm going for the 14. That's a lot of space in between that combo, although it's 9's close to the pocket.
Well, the issue with the 14 is you lose the cue ball a bit.
Yeah.
You're kind of just blindly going into the 13 and hoping something good happens. If you do play the combo, at least you can just play a stop shot and get on the 14 next.
Yeah.
There's no safe because the 8's over the hole, so he needs to just make a shot, no matter what shot it is. So this cue ball, I think, is going into the back of the 13. I don't think it goes into the front. I think it goes to the rail and into the back.
I think if he hits it almost middle ball or half a tip below, he can go just by the 13 round, but then you're running into off the rail into the 9. But
yeah, I don't think, you'd have to really dig into it.
I was going to say don't go off that.
That's the top, yeah. That you don't want to go off the top of it.
No, I play that with
that one.
Little bit of draw, yeah, and then make sure you miss.
That'll be 1-1, so Peter's break.
Here's another one of our advertisers, Mike Burton Home Team. Weekly open houses around the city. If you guys are looking to buy or sell or mortgage, anything to do with housing, these are the guys to talk to. That, and they're half-decent pool players, too. If you see them around asking them to play for $20, you got a good chance of winning.
Peter to break. Is he breaking second ball too? Second ball seems to be.
No, he's off the head ball.
I don't know. That looked like a second ball. Did he hit head ball there? Tough to tell, I guess.
No, that looked second.
Yeah, it was second ball, yeah.
Just the way that cue ball came off, it didn't look like it was.
Yeah, it didn't go into the pack. He hit it too full. Yeah. He hit it too full.
That's how I used to break from there and hit head ball, and it looked more like one of my breaks, but.
Kind of a one-sided table here.
Yeah. That's the only thing I don't like about that second ball break. It tends to.
Yeah, if you don't rack properly and you don't hit it properly, they all go to one side like this.
Yeah.
If you're hitting it good and racking good, man, do they open up nice. Yeah. I've seen a couple really good second ball breaks this weekend. Oh, looks like he got the one out enough to maybe make it in the side. It's got to be close.
Playing the 2 ball up to this bottom right. Only available shot to him right now.
Yeah, and the cue ball's naturally going to go towards the 9, I believe. So he might be able to chip that 7-4 into the open a little more.
See, and I might play this with a little top right. Just to try to go into that 9 ball. He did, but he missed the shot.
Yeah, he missed the pot.
Actually didn't leave it. Takes this in the side here. He's got to get some balls to go around. And leave the 9 for your last ball before the 8 ball.
Yeah, that's got to be the out ball because the 8 only goes in the bottom right.
Yeah.
So you got to start making a plan for what you want to do with that ball.
Yeah, coming up on the 9, you want to make sure you're on the right-hand side of the table as we're looking at it. Although is that the 15 over the side pocket he's got there? Would not be too bad either.
That's a pretty good out ball as well.
Won't matter now. I don't think he's going to get back
If the 1 goes, but I'm not too sure if it goes. Peter's squinting at it like it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. If it goes, he's absolutely shooting it now. The fact that he called it tells me that it probably doesn't go. Because otherwise you wouldn't really have to call it.
Yeah. No, that's sitting pretty tight, as you can see there.
Yeah, it's got to be. I really don't think it goes, but he's going to play it.
No, wasn't even close.
No, there wasn't room there. I think he had to try to find
I don't know why you
a
do
different
that.
shot.
Yeah.
Maybe, use the 2 later on to break it out again or something. But
although a little messy at this end of the table now here too.
yeah, still tough for Greg to get out here. Not a walk in the park, but I think the 15 goes in the bottom left now, so all the balls go. He doesn't have to move anything. Just got to pattern it right. The 12 will pass the 14 is also nice. Luxury. You can get on the 12 first.
I guess if you wanted, you could play up into those 2 and break them out a little bit too, but they both go, so don't really need to.
He's going to be shooting over the 14, which makes this shot much harder to control.
Yeah, I would have come up table a little farther on that, because you always have that shot. If not, and then
Yeah. If he's going to play this with inside, this is tricky. It's hard to get the proper spin. He's on the 9, though. He's okay. This should work okay as long as he can sort of punch over to get on the 15 next.
it's really got to punch it. It's pretty straight.
I don't like trying to get on the 15 later on. It's
Yeah.
too tough to get on that from the 14 or the 12.
Yeah, he was almost dead straight. I took a look at it. It was tough.
Tough to punch it over there, yeah. And now getting back to this 15 is
Valley table, you
very
can cheat it
tricky.
enough to create that angle, but on here, there's no way.
I'm not sure what he does here. He has to shoot the 12 first, and he has to get angle on the 14 to draw back
It's not
to
shooting
the
12.
15. Yeah, he had to shoot the 12 first there. There was no good way to shoot the 14 first.
There's a bonus block in the pocket.
He's made a mess of it. He's made a mess of it. Peter's got the little grin on his face. Thought it was going to be easy. Never is.
Yeah.
I'm shooting the 4 first here and just
Opening everything
moving
up.
the balls. Yeah. Got to be brave in this game. Can't shy away from these shots. Got to just go into the balls, move them around.
Yeah, just concentrate on making that shot and take what you get going into them.
Yeah. Sometimes you can make a little educated guess where the balls might end up, but I don't think this is one of those spots.
No.
I think he's just got to go in, shoot
that-
the 4, go into the 7, hope it opens the 6.
I mean, you could always try for a sort of medium pace shot, just hoping you can leave the 6 over the corner and sinking the other ball there. But
Yeah, you'd have to be really sure about the angle
Yeah.
coming off there. Well, he's giving it the long thought.
Yep.
It's good to be sure in these situations.
I thought he could always maybe try the 1, 2, and try to play shape on the 4 after to do the same thing. But
Yeah, maybe get a little closer
Yeah.
to it or something,
Yeah.
but I like it now. Do it now, and that way you got the 1 for an option later on if you need it. Ah, very nice. He did pot that.
a little unlucky,
Little
but
3-ball combo there off the side of the 4. Yeah, a little unlucky. He's got a weird shot here,
well, I
but
think he's got to go maybe for the 1 on the side unless he can see.
could play a good safe here.
We'll
Could
see.
just stick him on the 15. I might do that. Just hit the 7 full. Just leave the cue ball real
behind
tight
it.
on the
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
There's nothing your opponent can really do from there.
No.
But he's a tall guy, so he might actually be able to cut this in.
Yeah.
It's not really an option for me,
You
but
just got to watch that cue ball coming back off the rail and hitting your cue.
that's the flaw with that. I don't think he saw the safety yet. He's eyeing up the 1 ball. Safety's really routine here. But this is a 2-way shot. The 8's going to cover the 15, and all he's really going to leave on the 12 is a bank if he misses this ball.
Yeah. Well, there's your leaving the 1 ball for later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Leave it for later. Option. Always good to have options. This is not a bad 2-way, and it looks like he maybe blocked the bank. Nah, not
no,
quite.
it goes by.
Not quite. But the bank is the shot here. You can't really cut this in and get shape, so you got to bank this. Left spin.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Half a tip low.
Yeah, a little bit of low, but got to watch how frozen that 12 is. If it's frozen, then that low spin will grab different.
It is frozen.
So the bank is a little harder as well.
Little top left.
Yeah, it might be top with it frozen, yeah. Or just left. Not easy here, though. Weird spot.
Man, is Facebook ever quiet? Nobody commenting on there? That's usually the busy one.
Yeah, this is like the quietest I've ever seen Facebook.
Everybody's in church watching on their phones, maybe.
I guess Thanksgiving Sunday, yeah, they're watching in church. Never thought of that. They don't even have their volume on.
No.
They're just watching quietly.
I got in trouble for that once.
Watching in church?
Yeah, my ex-wife and their family were big into church. I was watching pool on.
That's maybe
why I'm in the X. No.
that could be a factor. So he tried to bank it in the side, and he swung the cue ball around and got some shape on that 15. He didn't miss the bank by a ton. It was a pretty good effort. And I'm starting to think these guys shouldn't have waited 10 minutes to start late.
Yeah.
Because we're only 3 games in. It's almost been 50 minutes. I'm thinking they maybe should have started on time.
Yeah.
But they didn't look like they were in any rush to start. But these games are grinding. See if it picks up a little bit, get some more open tables going.
Yeah, maybe most of these guys got tomorrow off, where Ben and I got to be at the airport at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping most of these matches
Well, we got to pack all this up
go a little
and
quicker.
sort it through it to get it packed for heading out to Charlottetown, PEI in the morning. I downloaded a bunch of Netflix stuff on my phone to watch, but it might be nap time all the way out.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, Peter's been losing that cue ball quite a bit. He doesn't quite have it on a string yet. He's going to shoot this 1. He doesn't like the 6. I think I actually like the 6 with just a hair of inside. I'll hold that cue ball around middle table and shoot the 2 next, come across for the 1. You're losing the cue ball quite a bit shooting this 1 ball. Either got to spin it with lots of low left, hold it off 2 rails, or you got to hit it with like a hair of inside and go up and down 2 rails. Looks like he's playing the low left to hold it. Overspun it, but he's on the 2. That's a good shot. Now he can use the 6 to get on the 8, a little easier that way. Just the stop shot here is fine. Don't need to do too much. When you try to do too much on these shots, you get in trouble. Some guys try to cheat the pocket and go forward and get closer to the 6, and just take what you can get. 6 is near the hole.
Almost stop shot, because you play a bunch of bottom too, tends to rattle in the corner too.
Exactly, yeah. He's fine here. He can cheat the pocket a little.
He's not right on the rail either, so he can.
Yeah, he can get some more controlled spin on this. He'll just go 1
Well, he's
rail.
got a little bit of angle, yeah.
Yeah, just that little angle, yeah.
There's your opponent just tuned in, Ben, for Thursday night.
Oh yeah, Ryan Grant. But nobody on Facebook can hear us, so I can't I can't even trash talk, you know.
No, Ryan, you got your volume on, buddy.
It's Friday night we're playing.
Is it Friday night?
I
Okay.
think this is Friday night. Yeah.
All right.
I think the tournament starts Thursday night.
Okay, yeah, that'll be me playing Thursday night. I
Yeah,
think,
so they'll wait till Friday when most of the singles is over or over. 2-1 Peter. Race to 5 here. It looks like there's at least one of the other tables is finished. Looks like Terry Went lost his match.
There's JB cases. You guys want to protect those cues. It's the best in the business. I love mine. And just their lifetime warranty on these things. Anybody's interested in that, we can get you a little bit of video on those. Just message our page. Like that, Mark having to play ref. I don't have to do it for once.
Yeah.
Although I like when I get to call a foul. It's the only fun when you're reffing a shot.
Of all the shots I've reffed, I've probably called a foul like once.
Yeah, it's
Usually it's so obvious. It just There was one yesterday with Roman, and he was shooting completely away from the ball.
yeah. Well, that's
half of them you wanted to walk away before he even hit it.
well, and you know what? When I'm reffing the bigger tournaments for the CCS and stuff like that, if you call me over and it's not, I'll give you a warning for sharking.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah. This I don't feel was sharking. He just didn't know how Roman was going to hit it.
Oh, yeah.
But if he had just asked him, are you going to shoot away? Okay, then we don't need a ref.
I usually tell my opponent if it's going to be close, you want a ref, but I'm shooting it this way.
I'm shooting it this way, yeah, exactly. Let's see the second ball break here. He hit it pretty good last time, but the cue ball went low. Peter's went high. His is going low, but it is going into the pack.
That was a nice spread there, but just unlucky.
It's still a little mishit. He's not quite getting enough speed back into the pack there.
You go low ball here?
Yeah, absolutely. This is
tic-tac-toe.
Shooting fish in a barrel, this one. I think you can shoot the 2 and run into the 12.
You just don't want to push it too hard. Just get it out of your way.
Yeah, and that gets you on the 5, and then you just work your way from there. You can play from the 5 to the 6, or you can play from the 5 to the 7, 3.
A few different ways, but yeah, there's sitting pretty good for him.
I think I probably just play the 2, the 5, the 3, the 1, 6, 4, 7, or the 1, 4, 6, 7 would make more sense. That's my plan here. 2, 5, 3, 1, 4, 6, 7.
Yeah, it all depends on how I get on the 5 here. I might play a little top right, come up and play the 6 next.
Well, and that's just it.
Right.
He nudged the 12 sort of in the way, so
yeah.
I don't know if you can get on the 3 now. Might have to get on the 6. Shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I play a little top right, come up even to take this 6 down to the bottom right.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice now.
Yeah. He's playing bottom though.
He's straight enough to draw with a little inside. What's going to happen here though? He's on the 1 ball. He is on the 1 ball here, but need to spin this cue ball a bit to get shape. He's not going to be a big fan of this angle because this is a little tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, not a big fan of drawing the way he did, trying to go through all that when he can just little top right and he's set.
I think if he was playing the draw there, I don't mind it, but I don't know if I would have drawn that much.
No.
I think I would have just
Come back
cinched
for
it
the 3?
to get on the 3, yeah. And take the distance. The 3 isn't that hard with distance.
Well, and again, it's me being at the same level as these guys for my Fargo anyway. You're more comfortable with the distance. You play that 9 foot all the time.
Distance, yeah.
Like myself, I don't play on the 9 foot a whole lot. Used to these, I want to be a little closer. But
and it's something I recommend is try to play on the 9 foot so that when you do come to these, nothing looks long. Everything looks potable even from full table. But as you saw there, Peter had to put a little juice on it, try to control it. He missed the pot. And Greg's got nothing in his way here.
That was a nice bank by Roman over on the other table there.
Yeah, I think Roman's over there just warming up, waiting to start. Oh, look out. 8 ball in the game. He's okay. Still goes in the side, and it's not in the
Well,
way of the 9.
Yeah.
Stop shot here on the 9. Maybe shoot the 13 next, or he can roll through and play the 14. I think I like rolling through, play the 14
Yeah, I
next.
don't want to be touching that 8 at all if you miss hit it, because it's going straight in the side.
And you don't want to be shooting over it either if you don't have to.
That'll work.
Yeah, tough to tell what kind of angle he has here, but maybe the side view will.
Yeah, you'd want to leave the 11 for your last if you can, but
Yeah, the 11 would be ideal out ball, but
he's pretty straight.
yeah, he is pretty straight. I think he can just roll it and play the 11 next. Any one of those balls works as an out ball. Well, he'll play the 12, I guess, with quite a bit of angle, so he'll need to play it to the 10 or the 13, I believe. Those shots are always missable at that pace. And he touched 13 with his cue, I think, but it won't matter. I don't think it'll matter. Oh no, the cue ball touched the 13.
Yeah.
I think that 6 will pass. Peter just went over and looked. If it doesn't, then he's going to probably shoot the 1 and draw into it right now.
Everybody's quiet on both.
Ryan just put a comment on there to see if it would work. All right, is Peter drawing into this? He is, because it doesn't go.
It's close.
Strike 1, they say. Strike 1. Oh, he's in pretty tough now to get it out.
I think I take the 3 here.
Yeah, you have to take the 3 here because the 7 is going to be the ball that you're going to use to break out.
Yeah, because you can go off either end rail and try to spin into it.
That's just assuming the 6 doesn't go, but he made this mistake before, thinking a ball would slide in the side when it didn't go.
That's going to be rough if that were to.
Side view here will probably show us a better look at the 6. I think not.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
No. Not recommended. He's still eyeing it up, though. We'll leave it here, see what he does.
Oops, wrong way, guys. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. That's no way that's going in there.
No, I'm fairly certain.
That was about the same as his side shot looked like that. I don't know why he tried it at that time, but
I mean, even if that 6 does slide by the 8, the pocket is so small from that angle, and what are you getting shape on? It's hard to hit it hard enough to get it out.
If you had ball in hand, it'd be hard to put that in the side.
Yeah, exactly. So shoot the 3. Try to get some shape on the 7 to maybe develop the 6 later on. Getting underneath this ball is very tricky. That's a really good stroke. Very well struck.
He just pushed his 7 out of the way for an easy breakout. Now you got to play the 4 and try to position on the 7 to run into it. That 7 on the top right.
Yeah, you could play the 7 in the side as well, but I don't think it gives you a good angle to run into it. I mean, if you're really brave, you just pound the 7 in right now and go 2 rails into it, but that's a bit tricky. A bit of a tester, that shot.
Try
It's only noon.
Top right on the 4 and go 3 rails into the 8.
That's another option. Actually, really don't mind that option. There's no scratch on there.
No, and you got the 7 sitting there.
If you miss hit it, you should be on the 7, yeah. Yeah, I might try it.
Yeah.
At this point, you kind of have one
You gotta
free
go for
look
it,
being
yeah.
up 2-1 as well, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of factor that in as much as you don't want to.
Well, it's Peter's break next, too. So
It is.
he's playing bottom.
Yeah, 7 in the side, but he needs a good angle
I
here.
don't think he got it.
No, he's got almost no angle, I'm fairly sure.
Did you play it off the 8?
The thing is, I looked at that before, but I don't think you can get enough speed behind it to really break the 6. Like you have to hit the 8 super thin,
Yeah.
and then you can't really get enough speed behind it. So I don't know if he has much of an option now. The other issue with doing that is, does the 8
go on
just
that
billiard
side.
off the
Yeah.
6 in, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it does, but I mean, he could just get close to the 6 here and then try it in the side. If you're really close to it, maybe it goes. He played the in
tried.
off. He had to hit it thinner in order for
and
the
a
in
little
off
harder.
to
Yeah.
work.
No,
Yeah.
you'd have to hit that pretty good.
Yeah, that was a tricky little spot he was in there.
We're banging our tripod around as he's getting his cue to go shoot.
Motion in the ocean.
See how many people were drinking last night that were watching that. They'll be
Going back to bed.
running to the bathroom.
Is he playing the combo here, or is he playing the 13 to slip by that 12? I didn't really see him call anything, so it must be the 12. Oh, he nearly caught rail first there, and then I don't know if that ball would have went in. And he did not want to hit it that thin. He wanted that 13 to stay near the pocket. And we'll see him play a safe here. I think it's just hit the 11 thin, go 1 or 2 rails behind the 13-10.
I'm gonna check on my phone. Maybe that tablet's broken, not showing comments, because I've never seen everybody so quiet.
Yeah, never been, but it let you comment.
Yeah.
And there were comments earlier.
Yeah. No, I don't know if it's coming up. It's saying we got 64 comments. We're missing them. It's not popping up on there for some reason.
Huh. Let me just reset it.
Yeah. So sorry, guys. We haven't been seeing any comments coming up, the ones that are.
Yeah, you guys are probably wondering why we're not talking to you.
Jim's asking how many are going early voting this weekend.
Not us.
I did that already yesterday.
I voted already.
Yep. Last time Larry commented, he got made fun of.
Well, you only get so many chances to make fun of Larry, you know, so you gotta.
Well, he was on the mic last night. Could
Take
have made
him
fun
while
of
you
him. Yeah. There's the comments up now. Now we can see him, guys.
And thank you, Liam. Everyone else tuning in, appreciate it. Well, there's some comments on the YouTube there. Greetings, William, Dirk, the races, 5 on the A, 4 on the B. Peter can roll this 7 in, I believe, and miss the scratch. It's pretty close, though. Might have to just play the bank. I think he's calling the bank. Oh, he's going to try to kick it? No, that doesn't work. That shot's not on. Is the bank missing the 8 and the 7 on? He's got to be playing a two-way here and just stick the cue ball right where it is now.
I don't know. Do you cross side with that or no?
Yeah, he called the bottom left.
I might go cross.
Oh, it does go. What a shot. What a fantastic shot that was. He didn't really play a two-way cue ball either. That was that was all or nothing. Really good shot. And I think he can just roll this in and play the 8 in the bottom right, but it's possible he could just go off the 8, nudge it towards the top right. Just got to be careful of the speed.
Like that.
The speed is too much. If he was going to play that, he had to play it softer.
Thin slice all the way across.
Well, the nice thing about this is you thin it towards the top left, and hopefully you plug the hole.
Yeah.
If you do miss it.
And you're leaving a combo into that corner, so a little tougher, and they're not lined up. So
Yeah.
if you can plug any of that, even half a pocket, you're sitting good.
And Dirk, the field started at 32 players, down to 24 now. Getting down near 16 players left. Come check it out if you're ever in the Calgary area, Leather Pocket.
And all our Calgary people, you should be down here watching in person.
Oh, yeah, of course. What better to do on a Thanksgiving Sunday than...
Maybe challenge Ben to a little 9-foot action behind in the
I
breaks.
need some practice, so for sure.
I could use somewhere even tomorrow, and the whole tournament's on 9 foots.
What did he do there? Did he... Oh, he kicked it. He hit it just too thin, right? Is that what happened? Yeah. Too thin, they call that.
And the breakout on that overlapping combo.
It was kind of worst case scenario.
Yeah.
This match is going to be 2-2, and they're well over an hour in. If this goes if it goes over another hour, then this whole tournament's going to be running well behind.
Oh, no.
No, he rattled it. He rattled it. That's a big shot. 2-2 or 3-1.
Yeah, he's about to sweep that 8-ball in, but that's not a gimme.
No, definitely not.
Not for 580 and under, anyway.
Not for a guy wearing glasses either, Distance. Guy with glasses and distance equals make him shoot.
How many times have I miscued on a straight-in shot? I very rarely swipe a ball and give it away if I'm playing in a tournament.
Hey, you should make him shoot.
Hey, Joey. Jammy day.
Yeah. Nice. Dirk's from Windsor. Windsor, Connecticut? Not Windsor, Ontario.
But when you beat him for the first time, Larry, look how good that's going to feel.
Come on. Look at how good of a player you are now, though.
Yeah.
See, and that's the difference between you and other players.
The last couple of years, Larry's just,
Your game improved way more than everyone else because you put in the time and you played the right people. You weren't just out there looking for a freebie. You're out there spending $60 to play the good players, right?
Where are you guys playing out of? This is at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta. Next week, we're at Dooley's in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
Jim, yeah, they were accounting 1.5 hour per match, but these guys are going to run well over that. They're already about an hour and 10 minutes in.
Need a few runouts.
Yeah, they haven't had too many open tables, but see, there you go, Larry. Worth every penny. Tell the masses. It is worth every penny. I was in the same boat. I used to donate to get better, $20 here and there, playing the good players. Tough little shot here. He's only got about half of the pocket. If he's playing the corner, I would have maybe thought about playing the side here because you have the whole pocket. But if it's relatively straight in the corner, then it's okay. That's straight into the 8-ball.
Wow. He heard you about the time limit. He's trying to speed things up.
Just get it over with, he said. I think they'd had enough of that game.
Yeah.
I think Peter to break, yeah. Oh, genius, Larry.
Yeah, there you go.
Genius.
Yeah.
You're just free rolling when you play me.
Maybe you should play Ben for some more then.
That's
It's not your money. You should up the bet.
That's like an age-old thing, Like, I read a lot of pool books and stuff, and so many players said they used to do that. They'd play all the smaller fish, build their bankroll, and then go give it to the best player they knew, right?
Yeah.
And then they'd start back at the bottom again, build the bankroll from the smaller fish, and then play the big shark, right?
Back when I was playing in the nightclubs and the bar all the time is basically where I gambled $5 or $10, and I kept it all in a separate thing. That was my drinking money maybe for the next week to go out, or I'd use it to bet. I mean, it's...
Yeah, Michael, I guess he just didn't like the side. Some people really don't like the side pocket. I hear it a lot with people coming to me for advice is, how do you get over the side pocket?
Just practice. Keep shooting at it.
Just practice, yeah.
Shoot every shot in the side from different angles while you're practicing.
Yeah, exactly.
Shannon was like that.
The reps are big. But, yeah, the sides are not the natural.
I love the side.
Hole. Yeah, I love the sides, too, yeah.
Yeah, I would have put that in the side with a little draw off that side rail and back out for the 8.
So I think Greg's going over to ask about maybe the time limit. It's possible.
Has he put a time limit on it?
He did say if the match went over an hour and a half and it was out of control, then he would just call the match over, like Jim's saying there.
Yeah.
But if a player was playing too slow and someone complained, then they'll put you on a 1-minute shot clock.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's that they're playing slow. It's just that the balls aren't.
It's been tough tables.
The balls aren't opening up and they're not all going in right away. So, what? Come on. Straight pool. We're talking about straight pool. We're talking about playing me, and then you call out Johnny.
Yeah. Play Ben in some straight pool.
Let's play a 3-way straight pool. Even better. I'm in.
I'm trying to be your agent today. Get you some action somewhere.
Yeah. I don't need any action today. I'm good with just practice. I enjoy just practicing. So he's going to take on stripes here, which is definitely not easy, but doable. Pot the first ball, though.
Yep.
Oh, Larry, yeah. I'm busy commentating, but...
You could sit in while he's playing Johnny.
I mean, Ryan is very capable.
Yeah. For a small percentage.
I can always play. I do have balls on a 9-foot already, and my cues are out and waiting. Rob Boone wants to know, do I prefer 9-foot or bar box? Oh, that's always going to be 9-foot. But oddly enough, I feel like I've became a better player on the box than I am on the 9-foot. It's kind of sad, but...
See, 6 months ago, I would have said different. You're better on the 9-foot.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say. I just think my results have been better.
Yeah.
On the box in the last 2 years or so, where it used to be the other way around. All my good results came from the 9-foots. Yeah, both these guys have played better. There's some nerves here, of course. This is...
Well, they said one Peter said he wasn't a fan of on the stream.
Yeah, well, and this is to make it to the money.
Yeah. The winner's in the money?
Yeah, the winner will be in the money. The loser probably has to win like 2 matches.
2 on the B side.
On the B to get in the money. So
paying top 12?
Top 12 out of 62 players entered. Or 61, I think he said.
Yeah.
1 player dropped out.
Well, I dropped out because I didn't think I'd be back in time yesterday, and I did. I'm kicking myself now.
Yeah, you should have played. You could have done some damage here. I would imagine you make top 12.
Yeah.
Unless you get some kind of weird draw, but I think with an average draw, you're going to get top 12 for sure.
Yeah.
I would bet money on it. Definitely the kind of tournament you might win.
Yeah. Next one.
Yeah, there's going to be lots more for sure, unfortunately.
It's 580 and under, and you get the guy that, if I came in and won it, that's under 500. Wouldn't be for long, though.
I think they're giving a prize to the top 524 and under.
No.
Top finishing 524
nice.
And under, yeah.
Your entry back? Something like that?
Maybe, yeah. Oh, Peter's got to come with a big shot here. Maybe the full table draw, or do you shoot the 15 first here, Ryan?
I draw so well, I'd play the draw down.
I don't think you can shoot the 15 first.
No.
Can you miss the 4 with the cue ball? If you can miss the 4 and go 2 rails, then for sure do that. I mean, you could put heavy draw on it, but I think you're always going to be hooked on the 10, so you got to shoot the 10 first. I'm sitting right down the barrel, too. He's dead straight. He can just draw past the 8.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not easy. The 2 ball comes into play there.
Or I bank that on the side from where it's sitting. But
yeah, the bank is there, too. He tried to go forward with that.
Although
the pocket.
I play in practice a lot of banks, so that's
a
little more.
And you should be comfortable with that bank. Most good players would. Any girls in this one? Of course, Joey.
Yep.
I think there was 2.
Lissa?
I think there were 2. There was one other one. I couldn't quote the name, but
we'll find out after when I look at the draw sheet. I'll find out who it was.
There were at least 2.
Yeah.
Three by 6 with oversized cue ball. That's a great game. The old 3 by 6 table. Very good. Well, let's see if Greg can make a recovery here and get out. Get this to 3-2. Still anybody's match.
580 and under. That's your Fargo rate.
Fargo rate is a worldwide rating system.
If you don't have a Fargo rate, you generally start at 525.
And it ranges anywhere from 0 to about 840, being the highest player in the world. I think he's ranked around 820 or 840. So
Shane, still top?
No, I think it's Wu now.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Wu. But what cue am I currently using? Jacoby Black, the carbon fiber, on a Dale Perry butt. You got to try that carbon fiber, Brad.
Oh, it's amazing.
Looks like Peter went for a washroom break. A little too much pop. Maybe we'll run a quick ad while we're waiting.
Sure.
Give you guys something to look at.
Speaking of our cues, this is a guy that services them all.
It's the man. I just got a new tip from the man there, Nick. Got myself a G2 soft.
And I was out to see Jerry with my cues a Prevail handcrafted. And Jerry just put a precision on mine. I'll see how that works.
Precision, also a great tip.
Yeah.
So, should have
here's a question we haven't asked. What does everybody else shoot with? What kind of cues do you guys use?
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe that'll get you chatting.
Mikey, you can find the brackets right there, right below your comment.
Miss Toy.
Stephanie posted the link. There you go to Challenge and you search leather pocket 580 and under. You'll find it on there. Or you can go to Calgary Pool, seeing the links on there as well. But that link that Steph posted should work. If not, you can just copy and paste it into your browser. Challenge, indeed. All right, we got Peter back, so he's going to shoot this 10. I think he's going to punch a little and try to stay below the 15 in the side. That's not that easy. I don't think you can accomplish that with just middle ball. We'll see how he hits it. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of hoping this would be a quick match, and then I was going to get breakfast.
Yeah. I haven't eaten that either, but
Yeah, that's going to have to be on the agenda today.
Yeah, I was trying to pack and get a few things organized this morning. I looked at the time, like, oh, crap, got to get going.
Well, that's well struck. A little overhit, but it shouldn't be a problem. See if he just rolls this and plays the 8 in the opposite side, or if he tries to maybe draw to the side rail and out, play the 8 in the bottom right. I think you just roll this.
I like rolling up.
Play the 8 in the side. I actually think...
Or if you roll too far, you get it in the top right.
Yeah, and I actually think the angle is pretty good where the cue ball is going almost exactly into the 6.
Yeah, aim for the 6 ball.
So you can use that as a stopper.
Not hard enough.
Yeah, that's soft, but I
Yeah,
still
he's going
think...
right at the 6.
Yeah, the angle was good to just go into the 6, so you couldn't really overhit it. I would have definitely
Even if you went
kept
off a little
that
off,
in mind.
little off the side, and you would have had it in the top right. So yeah.
This is still very cuttable. I still favor him to make this.
Again, it's another one you just got to watch going into the corner pocket, off the rail into the corner. Hey, Wayne, how you doing? So we got some people starting to comment here. What do we got? Juniors playing with carbon fiber. James the Mickelson.
Yeah, he missed it. He missed it. I think he undercut it and just caught a bit of the horn first. I'll have to watch playback there. No, he well overcut it. That's tough to do. Tough to overcut that ball.
No, Ben plays against Brandon in the pool league. Unless it's his dad.
Yeah, it could be his dad, yeah. That's cool, though. It's like one of the most famous people in the pool world. The owner of Jacoby. Pretty cool you get to play with him. He's not a bad player. Lots of custom cues out there. Mike Webb, Mickelson.
Well, even all the custom guys are having to develop their own carbon fibers. That's the way everybody's going.
Well, this is an absolute must complete backdoor out for Greg here. Can't afford to go down 4-1. Yeah, he hit that 8 with draw, I guess. Maybe just siding would have been a better choice.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a test for this shot.
Yeah.
You can play the 3 in the side, but you lose the cue ball a bit.
Surprised he played that with bottom. I would have played that with top.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. If he was going to play it with bottom, he had to play it with draw, and he sort of played it with stun.
Lots of guys playing with the Jacoby Black. It's good to see.
Also, it is Dave, not Brandon.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, I bet he's got some really good pool stories. That stuff's priceless.
Probably got a pretty good pool cue he's playing with, too.
I would imagine. Oh, look out.
2 for 1. Time saver.
I think he got a little lucky there. Cue ball didn't scratch, too, because that was dangerous.
He's almost dead straight on the 1.
Just a stop shot, yeah. Gotta love that. 8's a hanger.
If I play a stop, I just middle ball and let it drift ahead just a touch. I don't want any spin on that 1 ball to rattle in that corner.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, he's hitting the horn. No way. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's not going to be thrilled about that. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Mark's probably over there jumping up and down for joy. Wants Peter to win.
4-1, so I think it's Greg's break here.
Barracuda with an 8 mil tip. You playing snooker? Or
Yeah, 8 mil is definitely snooker. Nobody's playing 8 mil in this game. Not successfully, anyway.
my first cue I had was the Dufferin 25th anniversary snooker. Hickory. So
Hickory, very good.
type of brake tips. We both use the Thumper jump brake, and it's a custom-made tip that he does himself. So not really any name. I guess Thumper brake tip.
Yeah, it's just hard plastic, really.
But if you look at it, it's an actual tip he puts on, but it's made out of. It's almost like having a phenolic on there. But
It's a secret recipe.
yeah, and man, does it work.
I think G2 is maybe most common brake tip out there right now.
Play with an OB. Those are going to be limited edition here.
Yeah, you might want to hold on to that.
They're now out of business.
OB could be a collector's item like a Balabushka in a few years' time. Big break for Greg here. Can't afford any more mistakes. Let's see if he hits his second ball a little better, get a little more pace behind it. He's using a BK rush, so it's not a matter of the cue not giving him enough power. He hit it too thick. See this? Everything one side when you hit it too thick like that.
Yeah. Wonder if that 10 goes by.
I think it goes in off the 9.
That'd be good.
That'd be the opening shot.
Yeah.
In off the 9. And it, I mean, this table actually looks a lot tougher than it is. This actually isn't that bad. The 14 goes, and as soon as you play the 14, you can nudge the 13 out, or you can play the 13 in the lower right. But the balls go here. It's actually not that bad.
12 might sneak by that top left, too.
Yeah, it'll definitely go in the top right. He gets the right angle on the 11. He's going to put the 9 over there, too. That changes things a little. Now the 14 is tight by the 9. I'm not sure it goes. It probably cheats in, but...
He's got an angle here to go into those, break it, mess everything up.
Yeah.
He does.
This would be one where you want to calculate where these balls are going. You don't want to just go into it blindly.
I was going to say he needed to play a little draw on that, but...
It's not bad. Does the 12 go on the side? I don't think the 9 goes. Oh, he thinks the 9 goes. He looked at that quick. Usually you can tell by how long they look at it. That was one of those times. He mishit that. Now he's in trouble.
Thin slice on that 12 to the...
If it goes like we were looking earlier, it's tight. It's real tight. It does go, but it's maybe not worth shooting. This bank is probably a better shot. What do you get in shape on when you shoot the bank, though?
Yeah.
You're going behind everything here.
Nice bank.
Well, he played it with inside. You know how tough that shot is with inside, English?
You got to overcut that.
Yeah, you have to overcut it a ton. He played that really nice. That was a good shot. And this 12 is much more makeable from nice and close to it. Oh, he hit it hard. Oh, look at this. He bumped it out. Perfect. This would be one of the nicer racks of the match here to finish it off. This is impressive. He would have rather hit that a touch harder. I still think he's okay. I think he can draw this, miss the 5, or maybe even
or just
kiss
nick
the
the
5
and get a little help. He didn't need it.
Yeah, he missed it. That's good. That'll do it. That's going to be a 5-1 win for Mr. Mason here. And with a fantastic finish. Tricky little table made to look easy from Mr. Mason there. Well done. So I think our next match here should be up like pretty much right away.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll bother doing a restart.
No, we're only an hour into it. We're maybe restart after the next one comes up.
So we'll throw another ad up there too, and I'll run to the washroom quick. Be right back.
Good. There's a few of our advertisers and sponsors. I'll get the scoreboard changed around, see who's coming up. Just looking over at Mark there, we will have a match right away. Somebody coming up. These guys ran about 25 minutes longer than we'd expected them to. How do you get a Fargo Williams asking on YouTube? Just playing a Fargo rated tournament, or a tournament where they submit the results to Fargo is all it needs. Or if you're playing in a tournament and they don't, it's easy enough to send that info into Fargo or Mike Page on Facebook. Just make sure everybody's got their full names on the draw sheet. You can take a picture of the draw sheet, send it in, as well as if you got the races. If it's racing, you need the results, not just win-loss. Will help because that'll add your games. Otherwise, he just scores it as like 1-0 if all you have is the winner. Or you use one of the online brackets like Challenge that we use, and then you just simply send your info for that challenge into Fargo, and they'll update it automatically once they got you in the system. They look weekly for any tournament results, so we do not have to report anymore with the ones that myself and Shannon run, and then the ones in Leather Pocket here as well. Should get Ben to practice some trick shots for you guys. I'm just going to run over and talk to Mark here and see when the next match is coming up, because I don't see anybody coming over here, because it's going to be any longer than about another 5 minutes. We'll do a reset. I'll be right back, guys. So we do have a match coming right away. Steve versus Joey. Morning, James. How you doing? Is the black built well enough to break and shoot with? Yes, but you'd want to have a little firmer tip if you're using it to break all the time. If you got a soft tip, it comes with a Kamui soft on it. If you start breaking with that, that tip's going to mushroom like crazy right away. But you could use it as your break cue and your shooting cue. You're not dead yet. That's good. So we got Joey here. Just I see Steve walked in. He's staring up into space, looking like he's lost. This will be an A-side match, Daniel, coming up. These guys will shoot a little faster than the last match, I think. They're both pretty good shots. Steve plays Ben for cheap sets all the time. This is Joey at the table, going to warm up. Hey, John, how you doing? Yeah, guys, we turn the mics off as we walk away. We're just waiting for these guys to start, so we'll be right back. I don't have a square chalk on it. I only got the cutting chalk. Do you have one of those, another one of those metal ones?
Yeah, you can grab those.
You have one here?
I have the red.
Max, I bought one of these, or I bought a couple from you. Although it's not going to fit in there.
Too big?
Too big.
Oh, yeah, way too big. Maybe just a normal navigator chop.
I won't need this with that.
Yeah, this is because I'm not gonna have this in stock at the moment. You want it or not?
No, not if it doesn't fit that. Then
I'll order.
no, if they got one that fits. Did you play first one already? Who got that?
Let me know, but I'm still busy actually making.
Sorry guys, I'm back here. Joey got that first game and the break. He's right frozen to the rail back here now, so I think the 15 on the side is about the only thing he's got. Nice shot. Some work to do with that 9 down there. Hey Oliver, how are you doing? Be playing this to the bottom right. Nice shot. Combination on the 9. It's not lined up, but there's a good chance he's going to leave him tied up there again too. I think that's 11 ball might generally try to go up and freeze against the 5. And Steve doesn't have anything easy here. He's got that 4-6 right near the break spot there. I might just tap those and tap that 4 over to block that top left. Trouble is that 7 ball. That's what Steve's looking at. And if you can see on this angle, he's pretty straight on that 3 and over top of that 8, so looks like he's going to go for this combo. Or just playing safe. Even better. Nice shot. I think he's got him on almost everything here. Might have an edge of that 9 ball, hard to tell. Oh, he had more than the edge, going for the bank. 7 is now open. Steve should be able to get out here. He's just waiting, guys, for there's some guy shooting on the other table. That's what he was waiting for. I don't know why he came up at that. He didn't need to do that. You're almost forced to take that 7 now with that thin cut. Nice shot. No good shot goes unpunished. A little safe here. If he's got enough to draw, he can. No, looking at it from the camera angle, it's showing a little different. Call no shot. He's got to block that 13, though. That's the only thing. He's left him a pretty straight jump. But he does have him blocked on all 3 balls, I think, unless he's got a window down to this. The 9 to the left corner, but I don't think so. You see him point there. He's calling a 13 on the corner. Almost I might jump at the 9 because you're only going over quarter ball, quarter ball. He's left Steve the combo here. You just roll this in pocket weight because you don't want that 4 ball going anywhere else. Nice shot. He's going to have a thin cut, and he's got to watch that cue ball going towards that top right corner. Steve gets on the board. Throw up our Jam Up Apparel logo.
right, what did I miss? Not too much?
1-1, no.
1-1?
Yeah. Race to 4. And a win for each one on the other's break. No one's hold serve yet.
No one's holding serve yet. Let's see if Steve can do it here.
I was saying earlier, Steve's one of your regular money guys.
He likes to play.
Yeah.
He asks for a big spot, and I give it to him. And we play for $20, and it's always friendly. And he insists that we're allowed to heckle each other, which is enjoyable. I really enjoy it.
Well, it keeps you...
it keeps me on my toes with the big spot.
Well, and especially that, but, I mean, if he's heckling you, I mean, you learn to play like that, and noises around the room aren't going to bother you as much.
Well, the nice thing is you learn how to turn it on and off.
Yeah.
So you can still have fun, but still dig in and bear down when you need to, right?
Yeah.
But Steve's game has definitely improved a lot over the last, 6 months to a year. And I mean, that's a testament to playing all the time and playing good players, right?
Well, I played him a couple money sets. It's going to be almost 6 months ago on the bar box. But, yeah, he's improved since then, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Quite a bit.
Because I spanked him 2 in a row, and it goes 5-1, 5-1. So, be a good match now, I think.
Well, and he plays all games well.
Yeah.
He's originally a snooker player and we play a lot on the 9-foot.
Yeah,
we don't just play bar box.
No, if I go to the 9-foot with him, he's definitely got an advantage there.
But he grew up in Lethbridge, so the snooker tables there are in good condition, and there's a handful of players, so he played a lot of snooker out there. He probably has the advantage over me in snooker, maybe slight advantage. We never really play snooker, though, so it's hard to gauge what the spot might be in that game. Full coaching and heckling. There's not so much coaching, not during the rack, but definitely after. I encourage anyone who plays those cheap money sets, if you're playing a much better player, definitely pick their brain. They'll tell you. That's what they're there for. So Steve will ask, maybe after the rack is done, what should I have done here or what should I have done there? Or sometimes it's just the extra encouragement. It can be as much as just, did I do the right thing there? So he's definitely putting in the work to get better. Made a good shot there. I thought he made the 2. And it was a pretty crafty little shot. He played an in-off while moving the 11 or the 13 ball with the cue ball. That was a very crafty shot. And if it had have gone in, he was perfect on the 4 ball. I thought that was very impressive. One of those shots where, I mean, you're sort of upset it didn't go in, but you should be happy that you hit it well and that you had the right idea. Nonetheless, Joey's problem now to try to find out a way to get that 13 ball out. I think he can use the 14 if he gets the right angle, or he can use the 10 right here, but I don't think he has the right angle on the 10. So he might shoot the 12 and see if he can get the right angle on the 10. And now he's going to be fighting it. Now he's fighting it, and he's run out of balls for options. Not as many safety options here now. Yeah, that's the nice thing about Steve, too, is he does like to play everyone. And, fair spot, floating spot, mind you, so it doesn't ever get out of control. Nobody's ever losing much money. It's more just about the competition. Play for something to keep it serious. Oh, he's missed that ball. He's well missed that ball. Steve might have preferred that ball went in, though, to be brutally honest. I think Joey was in tougher if that ball went in. Steve has a bit of a puzzle to solve now. And Blaine, yeah, I did think about that. The 13 in with the 2. If you got close to it and straight, that would have been a shot. With the 14 nice and close by, you wouldn't have to do anything with the cue ball, but he never really got the proper angle on the 10 where he could get close to the 13 and straight in, so it never ended up being an option. I'm not really sure what Steve can do here other than cut the 7 in the side. I don't know if that side view, it does show us a little bit better. I'll switch you guys over to that side view. That 7 is thin, but I think it's makeable. It is kind of a bit of a hit and hope. There's not a whole lot you can do to control the cue ball. So you kind of just went into the 8. Hope the cue ball ends up somewhere good, and it didn't. That's about the worst spot he could be. I don't know if there's a billiard off the side of the 4 onto the 2 and how much good that would do you anyway. Another shot might be, and I like this shot. I think this is the shot I play. I'm going to hit the 6 into the 14, but I'm going to draw the cue ball into the 11, make the 11. 14 is going to bank up table. The 13 is still really only bankable. And if I leave the cue ball over the pocket where the 11 is, then that bank is not really makeable. So I think I'm trying to make the 11 here. He's eyeing up maybe just pushing the 4 on top of the 13. That's not a bad shot. He pushed the 14 to a weird spot. So this is going to be a bit of a grinding rack. See what Joey can do here. What's up, John Graves? Steve's got his phone. He's reading the comments in between shots. And he says, James, after he makes the carom, what does he do with his 6 ball? And that was my thought. When I called the billiard off the 4 onto the 2, I said, but what do you do next? You don't. And you push the 4 to a bad spot unless you played it with a lot of speed. And if you play it with speed, you risk following it in. So oh, smart shot from Joey, but he didn't cover enough of the pocket. Steve might be able to work this out. He's going to need to play this with a lot of top and a little bit of inside and try to go into the 6, I believe. I don't know if you can just hold over there and try to follow the 6 in with the 11. That might also be a shot.
Lucky for that 8 ball.
Well, and he went in off that ball, which was nice because he opened the pocket for the 6. I didn't see that. He definitely hit it well. He's got a good shot here, but he needs to control the shape on the 8. I tend to think the 8 might actually slip by the 11 in that top left, though. Oh, it's going to be real tough from this distance. Actually, the bank is much easier now than the cut. I believe it doesn't go in the top right, but he was over there looking at it like maybe it does. And it does because he called it. That's a tough shot. That's a real tough shot, especially from distance. Very, very tricky little cut shot. Joey will clean these balls up. Joey's another one of the favorites to win this tournament. Pretty strong player for below 580. When we were talking about playing for money, this guy likes to play for big money. I've seen Joey in a handful of really big sets. Steve's going to start putting in comments, following that, following the comments on the stream on his phone, in between racks and in between when it's his shot. Pretty entertaining. He always has a good time. And that's part of why he plays well too. There he is. Fudge, he says on Facebook comments. Joey to break. Let's see, what's he breaking with here? It looks like a bar cue. Looks like a wall cue. Maybe Joey needs to get himself a thumper. Maybe after he wins this tournament. Especially since he scratched on that break. Maybe he'll buy a thumper. Rick wants to know what's under the rail. It's the coins. They're keeping score with coins. Every diamond is one game. So you can see on the right, bottom right corner, there's a coin on the second diamond there. That's Joey at 2. So what can Steve do here? Ball in hand, BCA rules, anywhere on the table. At first glance, this is stripes, but I do believe you could run low ball here too. From ball in hand, it's not too bad. And he is indeed going to play low ball. So when he gets down there to shoot the 4, he'll use that to shoot the 2 in the bottom right. That's where he's going to play the 2. That's maybe the toughest ball is the 2. If he likes here, he can go into the 11, and that'll open the side pocket for the 7. Makes the 11. That's a bonus. So I think we'll see him shoot the 2, then the 5. And probably use the 5 to draw down for the 4. It's not that easy from here because if the 3 is your out ball, how do you get on the 8? So you have to figure out how you're getting on the 8 here too. You'd like to shoot the 7, 5, 3, 4, 2, and the 2 is your out ball to get on the 8. As long as you land straight in. And he might be thinking that. That's why he shot the 7 the way he did. Left angle on the 5. He's going to try to play the 3 in the top right next, I believe. The thing, Jim, with Joey playing some big sets is that he's playing guys that are of his same ability. So there's a handful of guys from Edmonton that like to bet it up pretty big. A couple of guys from Saskatchewan that like to bet it up pretty big as well. So he's been in some action with them. But they're mostly of the same ability. I've never seen him play perfect, that's for sure, but he is a fantastic player. I think he fits okay into this 580 and under, but he's definitely on the upper end of it. Well, he went into the 2. What's going to happen here? I think he's okay, but now he's playing this with spin, being right spin. I don't think you can play this with left to hold it. Don't know if he has enough of the ball. Can he play it with just middle? He played it with the inside to go into the 4, but he didn't hit it thick enough. He hit it weird. Now he's got a real tough shot. I don't even know if this ball is really makeable to cut and get your cue out of the way and hold for the 8 somehow. Yeah, he did well to pot it, but too tough there. He just got a bit of a bad rub when he went into that 4. Little unlucky, but I don't know. I feel like maybe there's a way to control that just slightly better. And Paul, yeah, it is, but definitely not too many people are breaking with soft tips. I think this question came up earlier as well. The Jacoby Black, you can shoot and break with, but not too many people break with the soft tip. So definitely recommended to have a break cue with a harder tip on it. That'll help your break. And I don't really recommend playing with a hard tip on the Jacoby Black shooting because the shaft itself hits so stiff that you almost need a soft tip to compensate for that. But it makes a nice balance. The soft tip with the stiff hitting shaft is great. Oh no, he went straight in the side. That's like the only way Steve could win this game and tie it at 2. The only way. Joey says, well, you might as well shoot it around the TV table, so you might as well. But this will tie it at 2. And the shaft we were just talking about there, the Jacoby Black guys. If you haven't hit with one already, you can always find one of us at an event and test hit with it, or come see me at Leather Pocket during the week. I'll let you try it out. But I do warn you, as soon as you hit with it, you're going to have to buy one. They're awesome. I had a few people try it out this weekend, and they love it. I just got a new tip on mine, too. The G2 soft hits pretty good. Second ball makes the wing ball real easy. I thought he just broke the last rack. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did because I was talking about his break cue. I was talking about Thumper. I'm pretty sure Joey broke the last rack. So I think they got the breaks mixed up. We'll see if that comes into play later on in this match. Usually does. Yeah. Tiger break tip works good as well. So Joey's got himself in a bit of a pickle here. Came up short on that shot, and now he's got a really thin cut on this 12. I think he takes this on. He sees the edge of the ball well. He's got good eyes. And he might cover the hole if he misses it, so. Sort of like that, but I'm not sure he covered enough of the hole. I think the 4 still slips by there. Good chance for Steve here to take a lead. Yeah, Joey scratched on the last break. See, I pay attention sometimes. Sometimes I'm watching other tables too, but Joey did break twice in a row, so let's see if that comes back around. Might not matter if Steve can get out here and then come with a good break. He could take a 4-2 lead, which is commanding in a race to 5. I think just a stop shot here, and he's on the 3 ball next, but it's going to depend where the 12 ends up. Yeah, see, the 12 just went into everything and moved them all. In Steve's favor, mind you. They all go now. He can shoot the 7, or he can shoot the 3, but I don't like the 3 that thin. I think you're losing the cue ball a little too much. So I think you save the 3 for your out ball. So you work down here first, shoot the 7, 6, 2, 5, 3, 8. Or you could shoot the 7 then the 2, but tougher to get on the 2 somewhere where you might shoot it. I think you should come over and look at the side pocket with the 2, because that's probably the better shot, and save the 6 to get on the 5. Easier that way. And since you're close to the ball and straight in, might as well. And I think the key here is you want to be close to straight in, but you don't want to be straight in. You want a little angle, because when you get on the 3, you don't really want to be on the rail. I think this is too much angle, though. I need to play this with a hair of inside English, I believe. Oh. All right, so tough to tell. Maybe from the side view we can tell if he still has this ball. I'm not so sure. And the fact that he's looked at it this long, I think he would have shot it, unless he's just waiting for the player behind him to get out of the way. I think he needs to masse this a little bit. Yeah, he's going to swerve it just a little, but this is very makeable. As long as you don't hit the 15, you can make this with the swerve. Oh, he's going to... What's he call him a side? There's no way to make this in the side, is there? The kick to rail. That's what he's playing here, folks. This would be a TV shot if I've ever seen one. The kick to rail. Head in that direction. In that general direction. When he played that 5 down the rail, the inside just grabbed a little too much. Let's see if Joey can capitalize this time. Looks like he's eyeing up a safe shot here. I don't know if I like it. You're giving him a free look. Better make it a good safe. Steve plays really well kicking at the ball, let me tell you. When we play 9-ball, 10-ball, I rarely get away with a good safe because he always hits the ball. Very good at 2 rails. He's very good at 1 rail. I think that comes from the golf on the snooker table. He's very good at kicking and making contact with the ball. So we'll see. I would be willing to wager that he actually hits the proper side of this 3. Not only does he hit it, but he hits the correct side. Whether he actually cuts it in or not is maybe slim odds, but he's calling it. And I do believe he will hit the correct side. He went 2 rails into it. I'm not sure I like that. He did go over and look at the 2 rail. I'm not sure I like the 2 rail. I don't think anything good can really happen from the 2 rail. And Joey could start with the 10. Or he can work down here and save the 10 for last. I actually like the 10 for last. The 8 nice and close to the side. But I'm not sure. Unless he's shooting the 12 now, yeah. I think he's taking a long shot on the 12. But I would have shot both those balls in the closer pocket, just because from ball in hand it was fairly easy to do that. This works as well, but his cue ball's a little closer to the rail than what would be ideal. Got to be careful you don't mishit this. Oh, and he almost did. He nearly mishit it. Nonetheless, it found the pocket, so this will be a... Wow, I almost spoke too soon again. I had to hold my breath there. He almost missed that ball too. This will be a 3-2 lead for Joey. Now I can say it. I think Steve's going to take that opportunity for his 5-minute break, which is a very good idea. Needs to kind of recoup, start over, you know. You have to get your head straight again. He's made a few key errors, and that was probably a big one. Up 3-2 or down 3-2. Well, every game is big in a race to 5, but that was a big game. So I'll flash up a couple of our ads while we're waiting for Steve to return. We got the Sure Shot Billiards Q site. You can go check them out online. Save 10% with the CSL promo code. CSL Pool, all caps. And we got Prevail handcrafted cues. Beautiful custom cues. Jerry Pepin from Cochrane, Alberta. Also does table repairs and cue repairs, and he builds all kinds of different cues. You can check him out online as well. And our man Nick, he was just here. He was just here, and he sold me a piece of chalk, because I always got to buy something from Nick, you know.
Yeah, and I bought a piece of chalk too.
I think it's just my thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to buy something when the guy's selling something, because he's such a nice guy.
Yeah. And usually what he's selling is usually really good.
Cyborg, right?
Yeah.
Cyborg chalk?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know the chalk names well, but it's Cyborg.
Yeah. No,
And
this.
it looks great.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have bought it if it was like the other chalk where it sticks too much.
Kamui or the Sniper or one of those.
I
Yeah.
hate that stuff.
It's like clay.
Yeah, it's so bad. Well, it's makeup
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah.
This stuff, it looks and feels and goes on my tip like Blue Diamond,
Yeah.
but maybe just a little heavier.
Yeah, and it doesn't stick to the. You don't see any marks on the cue ball either.
I was shooting with it like at a slower spin
Yeah.
and a little bit, but nothing more than
no.
like a master chalk would
Yeah.
do. So we'll keep you guys updated on that, as I'm sure you're all interested to hear how the new chalk plays. Only $20 a piece too,
Yeah.
which had me sold.
Well, at that $20, that's the most expensive chalk I've ever bought in my life.
Me too.
But
But it's not the $35 Kamui or
No.
whatever.
well, I'm happy to support Nick too.
Yeah.
He does support us. So
Of course. And that's probably a cheap price. He could probably sell that chalk for more, but he doesn't need to. So he's
I could see
probably
it
making
25
$5
on
on
them.
it
Yeah,
when
if
he
that,
could make
yeah.
10 or something. But you know, he doesn't. He
No.
never gouges anyone.
no,
so.
and he's very reasonable for all his service work and everything he does. That's probably one of the best prices and best work you'll find anywhere.
Absolutely, yeah.
And to find the best work at the best price than some of these guys that do shoddy work and charge you more.
So what's funny is I think Steve went outside and he was reading the comments, because you can see his comment on there. Not that time, Larry.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he scrolled up and figured out that they missed the breaks, or that he let Joey break twice.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they have, because I think he was just asking him about
Yeah.
it.
We should be telling him to pay attention to his match instead of the stream.
Yeah, that might have
Comments.
caught him. That might have caught him. Focus. Got to focus. But Steve's one of those guys. He just likes to have fun.
Yeah.
He's not in it for a big payday.
No.
That's just the bonus. It's just a bonus. He just wants to play good and have a good time.
Well, that's the way I look at league. You're not going to make a bunch of money, but it's a fun night out. And
Absolutely.
keeps you playing. And if you make some money, it's even better.
Well, tell me about it. I'm playing with Len's team on Tuesdays. We're just having fun.
Who else is on there?
I figure I'll save maybe $1,000 over the course of the year in beer.
Yeah,
Because Len
he
buys a beer.
Yeah.
That's the room owner here, if you guys aren't aware, Len Spitney. Mike Bain is on that team.
Okay.
Terry, do you know Terry? I'm not sure her last name.
Probably to see.
Taller, older lady.
Okay, yeah.
And then
I think I played her in Scotch doubles last year.
a handful of people I don't really know that well yet.
Yeah.
But we're 4 weeks in now, or 5 weeks in, so I'm starting to figure them out a bit. But I think we have like 7 or 8 players. Oh, Dave Harding is on that team.
Dave, okay.
Probably shouldn't forget about him because
You're guaranteed to win now.
because he's the next best player, right? And we actually have a chance if he's playing good,
Yeah.
we can win some matches. So
Yeah.
good break from Steve here. He went to that crush it down the middle. That's a break that I recommend, and I
Yeah.
was showing him a little bit, and he hit that one really good where he got that cue ball to pop,
Yeah,
and it stuck. It was really nice.
that's what I've been working on with Dwayne, my coach, there a couple weeks ago. And just rack, use racking for me. And last 2 weeks, I'm about a 50% run out rate in the last 2 weeks of league.
And just getting it to pop
Yeah.
with that head ball. Yeah, because the
And
tables are looking nice,
And I'm
right?
parking it right in the middle of the table unless it gets kicked.
Yeah. And then you're getting good looking tables. That's why you're running out more.
Well, and I was getting 2 and 3 balls down.
Yeah, and if you're making multiples, right?
No,
if
it
you're
was
making
just-
one ball, the tables can
I
be
had-
tough. But
I
if you're
had-
making 3, then they tend to open up a
I
lot
made
better.
6 on one break.
Well, and 6 will
just
be the duck
Ding,
out.
ding,
yeah.
ding, ding, ding,
yeah.
ding. And everybody's like, why didn't you leave some on the table? I actually wish I would have had more on the table because there was a couple tough shots. That's the one thing. You sink that many, and it seems I'd hardly ever run out those ones. 'Cause
Oh,
they're all on the rail. Or
Yeah, it's like you make 6 balls on a 9-ball rack. You can never see the first ball. You're always hooked behind one of the other 2 balls on the table.
Yeah.
So Steve, I think he's got a combo here, but he's really got to watch where these balls go. Unless just playing the 14, and trying to hold that over the side.
He's got space there. I don't know if it's enough to cut it in, but it's not on the rail.
Well, now he can play the 10 and roll forward and play the 15 in the bottom right, or play the combo onto the 11. But he's halfway through working this out. It looks like he's almost got it worked out. This is good. This goes in the corner nice. And if he doesn't like that 13, then he can play the combo and push the 1 onto the 13 and try to move it. But he hasn't really looked at that, so I tend to think that 13 still goes fairly easy. He's punching the 8 over here, so the 8 has a pocket. That's kind of uncharacteristic because he's very good at those shots.
Yeah.
He usually makes a lot of long shots.
And going that way, that 13 must be easy to cut because he didn't leave himself for it.
Yeah. Well, he was concerned about he needed to push the 8 a little.
Yeah.
Where the 8 was, it didn't really go well.
Yeah.
So
Even where it is now, it's not going to those 2 top corners.
I think it slips by the 3 now, possibly. But it's not going to matter now. Joey's going to move it. You might have a quarter of the pocket there. I think it slips in there, but it won't matter. Joey's going to move it. And this is a big game. 4-2 or 3-3, of course. Big difference. Is Joey going to play this combo now? He's got a good angle to do it now. This is where you want to be if you're playing the combo. That's missable. That's really missable. I don't think he took enough time once he was down on the ball to aim at that.
Yeah.
He looked like he kind of 2-stroked it.
I think you got to take the 13 here first, if you can cut it from there.
I think
And then
he
use-
can.
Because you can make that 11 anywhere on the table.
This side view actually makes that 13 look way more potable. Maybe we can zoom in on it a little bit too. Get Ryan on some fancy camera work here. Oh yeah. I think it's potable. No, that's close. That's real close.
But he's got a 1/4 inch. I'm looking straight down the rail that we're looking
It
at
is
there.
off the rail, just that hair, but
Yeah. from that angle where he's back cutting it, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just too tough. So I think he needs to play the 11 first and try to slip in between the 13 and the 1. The good thing is now if the 8 doesn't pass the 3, it does go on the top right now. So he doesn't need to worry about the 8 anymore.
Yeah. That's the bonus with those new cameras we're going to try out. Every one of them's PTZ.
Yeah, they're all PTZ, yeah. Nice camera work, says Rick. That was some good camera work.
I love that camera.
Right until Steve almost ruined it with his head in the way. But
yeah, we'll have to tell him after. He should pay attention where we got our camera facing.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, it had lots of room.
Oh, yeah.
He was just worried about holding the cue ball. Look at this.
Oh, no.
No, he's okay. He still has this ball in this bottom corner that I didn't even really see until now.
Neither did I. But the tablets and the laptop are in the way for me looking at that.
I never really saw that ball hanging in the jaws down here.
I might have left that one on the side to play shape on the 8 instead of coming up for this one.
Yeah, I felt like leaving that ball.
You get better shape on the side.
It depends what pocket you want to play the 8 in. If he's playing the 8 in the top right, then he took the proper path.
See, I would have played.
If he's playing the 8 in the top left, then he should have left that ball over the side. Because this one rail angle towards the 1 ball is not that bad. This is fairly routine, but you can overhit it or underhit it.
Well, my luck, I'm right behind the 1.
I would well underhit it, knowing that when I cut the 8, the 3 ball takes away the scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going behind it and around it. Look at this.
No, that'll work. Slow down.
Yeah, it stopped.
See, that's why I would have left the side. I would have played underneath because you got both these corners
right,
open. Or I don't know if that 1 blocks the side, but you might have had the 4-pocket choice, right?
He might have had all 4 pockets, yeah. He did well there to get below it from that ball. Yeah. That was a good shot.
No.
Oh, no, he punched it too much.
Too quick. He shot that one a little faster.
Well, the only good thing here is that the 5 is covered by the 8, so the 5 only goes on the top left.
He shot that quick, Steve.
But Joey most likely gets on that 5 to play it in the top left. And he might do it right now.
I might go off that 2 ball if you can come back up.
I actually like the 1.
Draw.
I like
draw
the 1 and zigzag.
Okay.
But the 2 ball with maybe lots of left spin, I don't know if you really need bottom. You can play it with just left. No, but now he's fighting it. Now he's going to be fighting it. And I don't think you can risk shooting it now.
Really?
I think you need to get better on it than this.
No, it's off the rail. I don't know how you're going to get back up better with the way they're sitting.
Well, that's the issue. You'd have to shoot the 4 and get good on the 1. So I don't know if you can shoot the 1 and get good on the 4. Can you punch this out? Oh, he did really well there.
Nice angle to draw back.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom right.
That was a sweet little shot there. To go forward like that with that distance, he hit that really well. He still doesn't like this. It's too much angle.
It's a little steep, yeah.
But it's okay. You go towards it because you're not going to do anything else.
No.
You're not going to hit this with, inside topper. You're always going to hit this with bottom outside. So you just hit it with as much as you can. And if you don't get there, then maybe you just bank it or something.
Yeah, I like that bank
from a lot of places, right?
Yep. Not where he's going to end up, though.
Actually, this is not bad. You're coming across it. This bank's very makeable, too. As long as you miss the double kiss, you're okay. You could cut it in, but the cut is equally tough as the bank, I believe.
A little bottom right on that bank and get the cue ball out of there and use some spin.
I don't even think I do that. I think I would just hit it mostly like kind of topping. You come across it slower, but he's going to cut it in the top left. This cut's makeable. Watch the cue ball on the side, though. Play with inside to miss the scratch.
Overcut.
That's a big mistake from Joey there. 4-2 or 3-3 is huge swing.
Yep.
Massive, massive swing. These games today have been grinding. Let me tell you, nobody is giving an inch. And all these players are starting to slow down the pace a little. Another one of our great sponsors, JB cases, guys.
Yeah, I love mine. That's just best case you can get.
It's the nicest thing to do with pool that I've ever had. Like that Jacoby Black shaft is nice, but the case is honestly a little more snazzy, right?
Yeah. Just got to get a little bigger next time.
Yeah.
4x8.
I felt like I was thinking the 4x8, but they had the 3x6 in stock right there. I could have it right now, and I'm like, okay, I'll have it.
But no, I'm going to end up with a 4x8.
I think he's making us some.
Is he? That's just, yeah.
So you can have like your name on it. Look at this cue ball. Oh, it had the spin. Huge chance for Steve here. Massive opportunity for Steve.
Rules. So
really got to be sure you get out here.
Ball in hand anywhere on the table.
Because then you're going to break to win the match.
Yep.
And this is big. They're in like the final 8 on the A side right now.
Yeah, so I mean, the money,
this will send you
goes up
through
pretty
to
good.
the A semifinals. Yeah, the money jumps are getting big. Couple $100 probably for this match.
And I mean, a lot of these guys don't get to play for these bigger money all the time, right?
No,
so
they're not. Man. There's going to be. I'm really interested to watch as it gets closer to the big money gaps because some of these players are going to be really nervous. They've never really been in these spots before.
No, and I think the only other bigger one for the intermediate like this was that Show TJ the Love, the first one that you and I got lucky enough. Ben won the advanced and I won the intermediate.
As far as diamond tables go, there's nothing else, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you get lots of those, C and B division stuff in Ted's league, right?
Yeah.
Where they have the exposure through that
Yeah.
of getting deep in the money against players of the same ability as them, right?
When we were talking, Steph and I were talking about it yesterday with, again, she runs the SML League, which is VNA, BCA dual sanctioned. I'm heavily involved in the CCS, which is one of my biggest sponsors and supporters, with Ted Harms being the president. He's one of my best friends. The intermix division there is great because you're playing at all levels. You got some master level players all the way down to the beginners, and you're all playing against each other. It's handicapped by points, 17-point system, so it's great exposure for those those lower level players.
That's very good exposure. That's what they need.
I think Stephanie was maybe thinking about some division like that.
Contemplating,
down the road. Yeah. I mean, that's the best way you want to learn. You get a good teammate on there that's where you're playing against these better guys, and it's in its league. You're not playing for a bunch of money. It's your league fees, and everybody makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
I know you're a fan of the run-out cash that the CCS or Players League, which is Ted's league here. That
we're getting it not run-out cash this year, but it'll be
top stats.
Most EROs payout kind of thing.
Well, it's great.
And I'm going to get that in both leagues. They're doing that in the Leather Pocket League this year too, which is really nice because that's the handicap league where I'm at a disadvantage even just playing in it. Right.
Yeah. But. It's great with Stephanie and Ted are working together this year. The two leagues that have been
so awesome.
Sort of want to kill each other forever.
Well,
they're combined, and we got the Thursday night elite or masters level.
And they're going to work with each other on the junior league this year. SML is going to get involved. There's some good things happening with Pool and Calgary right now. It's looking good.
Yeah, no, and that's Shannon and I run the junior league here in Calgary through the CCS too. Yeah, you got to get the juniors out playing. That's the future of the sport.
Of course.
You get more juniors coming out. They're going to be bigger and more cash tournaments.
I think that just started too, or not quite.
What's that?
When's the first week?
January.
January?
Yeah.
Also, you're doing it later this year?
No, always January.
Was it always January?
Yeah.
Okay.
January to April because they get to play for free in the Western Canadian Championships.
And Sundays again?
Yep.
Okay. So if you guys have any juniors in
you come down, we start at
Calgary, Sundays.
Yeah, we start at 11 o'clock and run till 2. So you get 3 hours for $5.
And is there age limit?
What are we doing? Is it 8 is the bottom end? To 8 to 17.
Yeah, okay.
But there's 2 divisions that they can play in.
Come Acadia Rec Center time.
So
okay, cool.
And it's all free. They get trophies. There's cues for the kids.
Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. Yeah. So if you guys do have kids, join them up.
No, and one thing that I'll do with us being dealers at Q-Sticks International, Seabirds.com, and Billiard Wholesalers, if you're a junior and want a junior cue, we'll pretty much give it to you at cost. We're not going to mark up, and they're cheap. You can get them for $50, $40 for a junior cue.
I give free lessons. First hour's free for juniors as well. Look at this nice out from Steve here. He made sure there. He made sure, and he got good on every ball.
Well, as soon as he came over here, I turned the volume off and I said, slow down.
Slow it down a bit. Yeah, well, he did well the rack before. He just shot the 8 fast.
Yeah.
But now he's got a 4-3 lead and breaking for the match to get himself into the A semifinals, which would be the final 4 on the A side. So we'll see what happens. See how his break is, if he goes back to the crush it down the middle head ball break, or if he maybe tries to switch it up to some second ball. Now we got Mike Burton Home Team, guys. Go check them out on Facebook.
Calgary area, looking to buy or sell a house, or they got mortgage info for you as well. And they're easy fish on the pool table, if you ever find them around.
These guys are tough pool players.
You're killing my action like Steph did yesterday.
I know,
I'm trying
right?
to get a percentage out of these guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mikey Abu used to mix it up in his day. I know that much.
I've played him before. I knew who he was. This is going back 20 years ago. They're the same age. We all started the same year in league.
Yeah.
25 years ago now.
Great guys, too, just really good guys.
Yeah. Same with Pete Sky. Ended up playing him.
What a player. Just the thought of Pete Sky, holy cow, what a bar box player that guy was. Just unreal.
Played him a few $50 sets in Wolfman's pub. And I'm glad I'd won the money before playing him. Because I wasn't playing with my own, because it went away pretty quick.
Looked like Steve went back to the second ball and hit it real good. So he's showing us a mix of his breaking prowess.
I like
little head ball, little second ball. Yeah, it's got to be low ball. It's got to be low.
Yeah, you only got the one trouble up here with the 6.
The 8, maybe. The 8.
Yeah, you might be able to touch the 8 going through there with some of those other balls.
And you actually might shoot stripes here. Because you could roll the 12 and get shape on the 10 and nudge the 15-8 out. But you'd have to really control that well. Yeah. He's looking to see if the 15 would go where the 14 is in this bottom left. He is going to shoot stripes. I don't mind it. The 13 is in a nice spot over that right-hand side pocket. Yeah, he must think the 15 will slip by this 14 or the combination. I think it's a rail first off the 14, and this could open everything up.
You just don't want to bump it into where it's frozen on that 6. Get a little unlucky that way.
Well, he's got to watch where he pushes the 8 here, too.
Yeah.
Really got to watch, because the 8's kind of pushing towards the 2 ball.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it. That's he's shooting over the 3 is why he doesn't like this shot. If he's not shooting over the 3, he would have already put this in the heart of the pocket.
Again, or you take the 11 and use the 13 for shape to break those bottom ones out again. But
yeah, no, I tend to think this is the correct shot, but he needs to hit this well. And he did. He hit it really well. Oh, look at that.
Just a little feather off of that, and then almost dead in the heart.
I think he's got fairly unlucky here, though. Yeah, he's stuck. He's going to be kicking at a ball here. I don't see him shooting any of this 10. He got a little unlucky there because he played a good shot, but he couldn't really control the rub that much. Well, the 10 doesn't cut by the 11, even if he could see it, but I don't think he can see any of it.
No, he's
going to kick the 13.
Leave it here and see how we do.
Yeah, this is a good angle to watch the shot on. This is actually a really nice angle. I like it. He's got a good chance here. He kicks well. Not that well. Saving grace is this 6 ball down here on the bottom left of your screen. He may just get away with winning this rack if Joey can't navigate away onto that ball. And the problem is all your balls are on that 1/2. You got nothing to really get down there with, so. And he's got to be careful he doesn't pot too many balls before he figures it out. You want to figure it out now.
Oh.
Can he draw off the 7, miss the 8, slide over there? That's a tall task. Look at this. He's making too many balls, I think. He wanted to get straight on the 5 and draw up the rail.
If he's got an angle here, he can draw up, but I think he's pretty straight.
I think
He's got a little bit.
I think the plan is to try to get straight on the 5 and draw up the rail, or angle on the 3 will take him over there as
You know
well.
what? I might play the 5 right now up here and bump that straight out of the way.
You could bump it out of the way as well. That actually might not be a bad plan. This is not ideal, though. He's fighting it again to try to get on that one trouble ball.
Yeah,
We saw this in the last rack.
Now he's reaching, and unless he plans on banking it, but
Yeah, we saw this in the rack when he was up 3-2, like 2 frames ago.
yeah.
Yeah, if he gets straight on this ball, he's okay, but he...
I think you take it right now.
Yeah, you have to, absolutely. He did get a good rub there off the 5 to carry him a little further up the rail. It wasn't as intended, that's for sure. Now he needs to control this cue ball well. This is going right on top of it, and that side pocket's plugged. Does this go in the corner by the 11? I believe it does. Oh, he's calling the side. Does he have about half of the pocket in the side? No, that doesn't go, does it? I don't think so.
That's tight.
Easier to see from his angle. I know it's a little deceiving from here. It looks like definitely doesn't go from here.
Yeah.
But maybe from where he is, there's just enough room.
He's shooting it.
He should look at the corner. I think it goes by the 11 in the corner. I think that would be the easier shot, the easier pot. Oh, big chance for Steve to close it out here. These are big shots. He's putting away one of the favorites in the tournament here, so maybe Steve is one of the favorites. Of course, Steve is one of the favorites. Shoot the 10, shoot the 13, maybe shoot the 11 in the side. This is routine. Just got to hold your nerves here. It's the only thing stopping him. I think you just roll this in and you see if you get
the side pocket.
the side.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you shoot the 14
Yeah.
and then work your way to the 11. But I like just seeing where I get here and just roll this. Oh, he played the stun follow.
He's good.
Which
Snooker shot.
which is nice. I don't know if he can shoot it now. He could, but he needs to jack up a little maybe. He's got just enough room. Oh, he can roll it and take a little angle. Use the 5. Very nicely done. It's all about position in this game. Rick, you got it, buddy. Side pocket shape to clean it up. He'll take that. He'll be happy with this win. This is tough. And he was down 3-2 looking at the barrel of 4-2. Made a nice comeback there to win 5-3 over a tough opponent. So Joey will go on to the loser side. Steve will be coming up probably maybe an hour or two. They'll probably have him wait a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go check. I think we should reset here anyway. Mark's
Absolutely.
looking. We'll do a shutdown, guys. We'll reset when we got the next matchup. I'll go look at the draw, see what we got. We'll take a little break. We should be back in about 5 minutes.
If you haven't already, make sure you've gone to the Facebook page, click the like button. Also go to the YouTube channel, click the subscribe button.
And on the YouTube channel, I got the little bell there, which you click that and it'll notify you when we go live. Same thing. And like the Facebook page. If you don't just click follow, because if you like the page, then you'll see some of our other posts when we post pictures and different things like that.
Yeah, tournament ads and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
the follow is just you'll notice when we go live when you turn on that notification. So we're going to reset. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes, guys. Thanks for joining us this morning.